Foundation, shine.
Would you ever even consider giving this baby drugs? When you do drugs while you're pregnant, that's exactly what you're doing. Mind-altering drugs do just that. They alter one's mind. Just imagine what they are doing to that unborn fetus. Sorry. Unfortunately, I've seen the effects of drug use many times during my own childhood and throughout my career as an early childhood educator. And it's simply not fair. A child, a fetus, relies on its mother for everything, for every life-sustaining facet of existence. And unfortunately, sometimes this just isn't enough to keep a mother from using drugs during the crucial developmental period. Almost every one of us has been around an expecting mother at one point in time. And so today I want to give you a little bit of information. First, I want to talk about a problem. That problem is the fact that there are many mothers out there that use drugs while they're pregnant. Second, I want to show you some of the effects that these toxins have on these unborn children. And third, I want to offer you a solution. I want to give you some phone numbers and some information that you can pass on to someone else in case you know someone that's using drugs. The fetus, like I said, does rely on its mother for everything. It relies on her for nourishment and energy and its well-being. Just because the fetus is surrounded by the protective shell of the uterus and amniotic fluid doesn't ensure its safety. It does not ensure or keep it safe from the things that its mother might ingest or inject. Sometimes the drug addiction is simply more than the mother can handle on her own. So, is this a problem, you ask? According to Ann Weibel in 2005, Hygieia Foundation, she states that about 15% of women who present for prenatal medical care, have been shown to have a positive urine test for one of the following: alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, or opiates, such as heroin. In America today, these drugs are spreading like wildfire. They're wreaking havoc on so many things we don't even realize. And the path of destruction that these drugs leave are similar to the path that a wildfire leaves. They do not discriminate. The path of destruction will burn up whatever it comes into touch with, and other places are simply unscathed. Addiction is a powerful thing that grips and holds and tears people apart, babies included. The problem that these addictions cause and the grip that it has not only grips the addict, but it also grips the unborn child, and its effects can stay with that child forever. The hazards of drug use during pregnancy can have detrimental long and short-term effects on mental and behavior, and physical and emotional as well. They can last throughout a lifetime. In addition to the obvious physical problems that we see, there's emotional and instability problems that can stay with that child throughout their entire life. And they're much bigger than the problems we see in the labor and delivery room sometimes. Babies are born being addicts, and it saddens me. The March of Dimes has done extensive research, and these are some of their findings. Marijuana can cause low birth weight. It can force the child or adult to have problems paying attention later on in life. Difficulties solving problems with simple visual things. Cocaine's effects are behavior problems, emotional instabilities, learning disabilities and lack of focus, and alcohol. Alcohol's biggest effect from drinking a few beers while you're pregnant or drinking while you're pregnant, one of the biggest problems is fetal alcohol syndrome, and that's can cause actual facial deformities or abnormalities, not to mention the low birth weight and behavior and cognitive problems. Researchers are also finding that a lot of today's ADHD and ADD problems are also side effects from using drugs while pregnant. This is a big problem. According to J.W. Sandrock of 2005, the danger of structural defects caused by teratogen is greatest early in the embryonic development. This is oftentimes before a woman even knows she's pregnant. She might occasionally use drugs, or she might be an addict. Before she's even pregnant, before she realizes she's even pregnant, she's already causing more damage than she'll ever know. And then he also states that drug use later in the fetal period is more likely to stunt growth or cause organs to fail or not properly function. Even after they know they're pregnant and they continue to use drugs, they're causing irreparable damages. That few-hour high that a woman receives might have lifelong effects for a child and death for some others. Is it ignorance that causes women to continue to use these drugs and disregard the safety and well-being of their children? Or is it simply a lack of caring or a selfish attitude that continues to put their children in harm's way? Maybe it is an addiction or an illness that one cannot find a cure for. Whatever the reason is, there is a small bit of help. The decision, though, whether to stay clean and sober or to use drugs, has got to be weighed. And that weight, the weight of these options, has to be done by the mother. On one side, you see a successful young man graduating high school with his family and friends, and on the other side, you see the small infant. Success or struggles depends on what the parent wants. But oftentimes, the addict cannot do it alone. She needs your help. You can offer them help. That help is something that every one of us can offer. There are some life-sustaining agencies that will offer this help. All you need to do is call. The first one is Babies First, and this organization focuses on the children that are born addicted. Also, it focuses on the families. Or there's addictsearch.com, which is an actual website, and there's their phone number as well. There is help. We just have to show these addicts how to get it. In an addict's eyes, there is only one true friend. This friend does not condemn. It does not preach or expect or need anything from them. This friend is always there for them, makes their troubles disappear, and this friend gives a physical feeling of euphoria unlike any other. We know that this friend is simply an illusion, a near-fatal pull that cannot be diminished by anyone else. We can offer support to these people. There is hope. Children do have defenses. It's you and me. Thank you.